I'm going to show you how to make a fractal using the GIMP. In the end, we'll have something that looks sorta like my desktop. I'll zoom in so you can see the menu better. Go to the filters menu. The filters menu. Go down to render. Choose nature and flame. Now I'm going to zoom out a bit. Got in too close there. There. That's better. Now it's going to give you a default one. And by clicking edit you can just choose different ones or randomize and get entirely new ones. For my tutorial I'll just go ahead and use what's there to save time. Now you can play with the settings and get different results with that. Once you have it about where you think will look good, hit OK. Now I'm going to zoom out better so it's easier to work. Now, when I started out, I had a new image with the background set to black and a new layer. That's what I made this fractal on. I'm going to duplicate the fractal and make a bottom one that's invisible, because you can duplicate this several times and give different effects using it. Just duplicating it once just makes it more bold. I like to blur the bottom one a lot of the time and set the blur radius to 20 for both horizontal and vertical on Gaussian blur. And it just kind of looks a little bit different. Duplicate again and set it to overlay, and duplicate again and set it to screen. Now of course you can do these several different ways. Go back down to the original one that I've made invisible, duplicate it, move it up just above where the Gaussian blurred one is, turn it on. I'm going to blur it and use motion blur, zoom, and I have the length set to 20. Motion blurring. And you can just play around with different effects until you like it. It's all going to change how you do the effects based on what fractal you use. Now go to colors in the menu and choose colorize. Move the hue until you find the color you want. I'll just use red. And you can mess with the saturation as much as you want. I made a mistake. You should go to image and merge visible layers and set it to expand as necessary and click merge. Now it should all have merged down to the background. Now the colors should work right when you use colorize. Then find the hue you want and saturation. I just set the hue to 0, so I just use a red color and saturation at 100%. And then I just turn on the lightness a bit. That works. Another good thing to do is play around with brightness contrast. And you can just mess around with it. And And you have it. A fractal.